Hikers, I'm Coral. Welcome back to my channel. I am here today. I'm here today. Which is something, right? But I'm here today anyways, for real. I'm here today to talk about a book that maybe you read with me. This is The Ritual by Adam Nevill. Going forward, this will be full of spoilers, so if you're not into that, don't watch this because I'm warning you. I'm warning you and I'm warning you and I'm warning you. Anyway, I picked this book because I thought it might have great chilly vibes for the cold weather, and I'm happy to say it did. This doesn't take place in the winter, but I believe it takes place in the autumn, and it's in the Arctic Circle in Europe, so it's pretty chilly. So I'm gonna stop holding that book up now because I want to tuck my hands into my sleeves. So this book, crazy. Let's start with a what do you call it? What do you call it when I tell you everything about what the book is? A synopsis? Really spoilery, so spoilers. Okay, so in this book we're following a man named Luke, and he is kind of like a grumpy dude a little bit. He's a little bit grumpy. He definitely gives off vibes that he's like not happy with his station in life. However, I don't know if he's really doing anything to improve it, so that's kind of a problem. Anyways, he's going on a hike with some of his college friends. There's Hutch, Phil, and who's the other one? Hutch, Phil, Dom. Our lead character is Luke. So they are all hiking, and it seems like except for Hutch, like nobody is really well prepared for this hike and like have any awareness of like wilderness stuff, and also they're not all very happy at all. Very quickly we've got like people with injured feet. The hike is a little bit off course. The first night they come to a house that seems to be abandoned, but it has some like strange, it just like is a little bit strange. It's got like some strange relics and things like that in it. But they decide to stay to get out of the freezing cold. And after that little mishap, they find that they are being stalked by some creature in the woods. First it takes Hutch, which is terrible because he is like the person who knows what's going on in this equation, right? So he is quickly gone, and Luke really steps up to be the leader because both Phil and Dom are like not those kind of people. At this point, like they are lost. Some of them have, you know, minor to moderate injuries, you know, injuries that make walking great distances really hard, and they're in the middle of the fucking wilderness. Nobody knows where they are, and will anyone come looking for them? They don't know. So they just decide to keep on trucking with the plan. They've got like 3 days of hiking ahead of them or something crazy like that before they get to where they're trying to be. And very slowly, like each night, there is an encounter with the creature, and the creature takes more of the companions until it's finally down to Luke by himself. And there is like this last like conflict that happens, and then Luke wakes up in a house, a cabin, and he's like, whoa, did somebody find me? Am I saved? And it's not that, okay? So this is where the story really took a turn for me, and not in a bad way. Although like I was a little bit surprised at like the size of this aspect of the story compared to the survival, like running from the creature. Like maybe it could have had a little bit more of that, I have to say. But anyway, Luke wakes up in this house. There are like these 3 teenagers, 2 boys and a girl, and they are and an old woman, and the old woman doesn't really like do or say anything, but the other 3 in this house are like really just obnoxious and boisterous, and they are obsessed with black metal, which is like so like it's just such a strange aspect of this story that like I really liked, but also it's so weird, right? They have their band, what was it, like Blood Frenzy or something like that, and they're Odinists, so they're not Christian, they're not Satanists. They believe that, well, I don't really know what Odinists believe, but it's like, I just know that that is something that is in like real life black metal, sometimes in Scandinavia, and I don't know much about it, but I do know, at least from like some of the people who follow it, that it might not be like a very nice inclusive religion. I don't know. I think that says a little bit about these characters, at least, and their views on the world. So they're like keeping Luke and trying to use him to, I don't know if they're like trying to call the thing in the forest exactly, but they're trying to get like the woman whose house, like Luke finds out that this is this old woman's house, and these 3 teenagers are just like crashing there. It seems that there might have been some crimes committed and they were hiding out, and eventually somehow like came across this woman, and the woman is somehow connected to this like creature in the woods, and they have like found that out and want her to like call upon it, or call upon some like spirit in the woods, and they're trying to use Luke to make that happen, and you know, it doesn't quite happen that way. So I will say, like, the black metal stuff is so strange, and I liked it, but it was so strange. It really was not something I was expecting in this book at all. So weird. So that was a pleasant surprise for me. I really liked that, but I also think that I would have really liked more of the survival horror aspect in it. This is a pretty thick book, and like Luke is an unlikable character that I kind of liked. Like I didn't love him, but he wasn't one of those characters that were like really annoying or anything like that. And I think, kind of importantly, you do see some growth in his character, so that's kind of interesting. And the conclusion is a little bit spacey, you know what I mean? A little ambiguous. It's not really cut and dry exactly what happens. But yeah, it was just so weird. It was so weird, the turn that this book took. And I really enjoyed it. So, yeah, that is The Ritual by Adam Neville. This is now the 3rd book of his I've read, and I'm gonna keep doing it, you know? Especially if they have fucking weird shit like this in it. The creature in this was very spooky. Also, like the way that its movements are described, and just the way it's like stalking them was very, very creepy. And I think that's my favorite part of this book, probably the creature. So anyway, that is The Ritual by Adam Neville. Like I said, I'd love to know what you thought about this, if you read this. And let's see, next month we will be reading All the White Spaces by Ali Wilkes. Hopefully that's it. It's either that one or Dead of Winter, but I think Dead of Winter is February. I'll check my notes and get back to you on that in January. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys later.